Being a songwriter, I've always been in the wings, listening to great talents, singing and performing and expressing my songs. But sometimes it's a kind of a special thing for a writer to directly sing to the people. And this is my chance to do it. It means a great deal to me because, in a sense, what I'm doing is that I'm expressing my life to you in an honest way through my songs. Hi, I'm Richard Sherman, and for my own enjoyment, I like to write light classical pieces, like this little piece called Caprice. And I do this for just my chance to get away from writing pop songs or writing production songs. One day, Bob and I were given this great assignment by Walt Disney to musicalize the great A.A. Milne's stories about Winnie the Pooh. And this was a great assignment. This is the title song from Winnie the Pooh. Deep in 100-acre wood where Christopher Robin plays, you'll find the enchanted neighborhood of Christopher's childhood days. A donkey named Eeyore is his friend, and Kanga, and little Roo. There's Rabbit and Piglet, and there's Owl. But most of all, Winnie the Pooh. Winnie the Pooh, Winnie the Pooh, tubby little cubby all stuffed with fluff. He's Winnie the Pooh, Winnie the Pooh, willy-nilly silly old bear. Now, Winnie the Pooh likes to exercise, but not for the reasons that you and I exercise. He likes to exercise for different reasons. We like to take off weight, not poo. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up. When I up, down and touch the ground, it puts me in the mood. Up, down and touch the ground, in the mood for food. When I up, down and touch the ground, I think of things to chew. Honey, milk, chocolate, with a hefty, happy appetite. I'm a hefty, happy Pooh. Now in the 100-acre wood, Winnie the Pooh has a very best friend, and he's a little stuffed tiger. But everybody knows that a stuffed tiger is not a tiger, he's a tigger. Hoo-hoo-hoo! The wonderful thing about tigers is tigers are wonderful things. Their tops are made out of rubber, their bottoms are made out of springs. They're bouncy, trouncy, flouncy, pouncy, fun, 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 fun. But the most wonderful thing about tigers is I am the only one. Tigers are wonderful fellas. Tigers are awfully sweet. Everyone else is jealous. And that's why I repeat and repeat. The wonderful thing about tigers is tigers are marvelous chaps. They're loaded with vim and with vigor. They love to leap in your laps. They're clumpy, chumpy, clumpy, pumpy, fun, 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 fun. But the most wonderful thing about tigers is I'm the only one. I'm the only one. Luckily, I had a very musical family. My father was a very successful Tin Pan Alley songwriter. My mom was a fine pianist, and she was an actress. That was her thing. And all those genes, I think, helped my brother Bob and myself in creating our own team. And of course, Dad was successful in the 20s and 30s and 40s. He had a lot of big hits. One of Dad's biggest song hits was a song you hear every year at football season. It goes like this.
You gotta be a football hero to get along with the beautiful girls.
You gotta be a touchdown getter, you bet. If you wanna get a baby to pet, the fact that you are rich or handsome won't give you anything in curls.
You gotta be a football hero to get along with the beautiful girls.
Al Sherman. Well, Bob and I actually were challenged by Dad one day. We had gotten out of college, graduated, and I was trying to write the Great American Musical all on myself, and Bob was writing the Great American Novel all on his own. and we were digging the Great American Hole in the ground all by ourselves. One day, Dad challenged us. He said, I bet you guys with your college educations couldn't write a song that some kid would give up his lunch money to buy. This was in the early 50s. Country western was the big thing then. And finally, we got onto the kick of writing country western songs, and Dad would listen to them. And then he said, there's one song he liked it because it had a twist in it. It said, gold can buy anything, which is audacious, but love. Gold can buy anything but love. He says, that's a hook. You got a song here. And this was our very first published song, recorded by the great Gene Autry. I'm rich and I live in a mansion. I sleep in a soft feather bed. But I know if I died tomorrow, nobody would care if I'm dead. Love, 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 you can buy love. Gold can buy most anything, anything but love. True love, true love. Gold can buy anything but love. That was our very first song, but it took a while, and eventually I went into the service, and Bob kept writing, and I got out of the service about 4 years later and wrote a little song with a fellow named Joe Van Winkle that became kind of a classic down south. It was called Christmas in New Orleans, and it was recorded by the great Louis Armstrong, and it goes something like this. Magnolia trees at night, sparkling bright. Fields of cotton look wintry white when it's Christmas time in New Orleans. In New Orleans, a barefoot choir in prayer fills the air. Mississippi folks gathering there when it's Christmas time in New Orleans. You'll see a Dixieland Santa Claus leading a band to a good old Creole beat. Golly, what a spirit, you can only hear it down on Basin Street. Your cares will disappear when you hear hallelujah, St. Nicholas is here when it's Christmas time in New Orleans. Oh, yeah. Bob and I became associated with Walt Disney through a wonderful little girl by the name of Annette Funicello. She was one of the great Mouseketeers, that wonderful kids show that Disney produced. And she became a rock star. She started singing songs. And her first big hit was a song Bob and I did called Tall Paul. Chalk on the sidewalk, writing on the wall. Everybody knows it. I love Paul. Tall Paul, tall Paul, tall Paul. He's my all. That little song was a ditty that did it, because we started writing songs for Annette, and we had one after another, and then we started writing albums. We did a Annette album, and then we did songs about Hawaii, and we called it Hawaiianette, one word. And then we did songs about her origin. She was Italian, so we did Italianette. And then one day she said, I want to be a dancer. That's what I am. She says, we did Dancinette, you know. And one day she said, you know, if I get married one day, will you do Bassinet for me? And then will you do Kitchenette when I get my first house? And we were laughing a lot because she was just this dear girl, wonderful. She was our lucky star. We didn't know this. Walt Disney heard every song we wrote in those albums, and he liked our work. So one day he was going to put her in a film. And he said, get those young brothers. You notice I said young. Those young brothers who were writing these cute songs for Annette, see if they can write a song. He liked the song we wrote for Annette, and he gave us an assignment to write some songs for a picture he was working on. It was called The Parent Trap. And in it, the wonderful Haley Mills sang a duet with herself, and it went like this. Oh, I really think you're swell, we really ring the bell, ooh-wee. And if you stick with me, nothing could be greater. Say, hey, alligator, let's get together, yeah, yeah, yeah. Why don't you and I combine? Let's get together every day, every way and everywhere. And you can always count on me. A gruesome twosome we will be. Let's get together, yay, yay, yay. You know, Juliana, my brother Bob and I wrote a lot of songs for Mary Poppins, almost 35 songs. And basically, only 14 were used because they didn't need all the songs, you know. And so there were a lot of songs that never were heard by anybody, except for you. You heard a few of them.
I have. I sang 2 of them
That's
for
correct.
Walt Disney Records.
Exactly, and it was beautifully done too. And so one of my favorites is the song that we're going to do now, and that is called "Through the Eyes of Love."
Until you learn to see with your heart, beauty hides behind the commonplace. But through the eyes of love, you can start seeing beauty face to face. Can be all you want it to be. There's a golden shore, there are silver skies. You'll see your castles rise through the eyes of love. As winter snow only hides the flowers below, every face and everyday place conceals a beauty it reveals to the eyes of love. Everything wonderful, the bright, the rare, they're ever yours to see everywhere. So if someday your whole world seems faded and gray, just remind your heart how it used to be. And once again, you'll see through the eyes of
You know, Juliana, about a couple of years ago, I was given a lyric that nobody knows who wrote it. It was an unfinished lyric for a song to be used in Peter Pan in 1939 when they were eventually they made it many, many years later. But
Wow.
this was an early unused version, and so it fell into the category of a Disney lost chord, except it needed some work on the words, and they said maybe I could do something with it. So I fixed the words up, and I added some music to it, and you sang it so beautifully on the Lost Chords version.
Thank you. We
of
did
Peter
that
Pan.
together.
We did it together.
Yes.
And so we're going to do it together right now. Okay.
There never was another land like Never, Neverland. So to find this place where childhood gleams, you must close your eyes and dream deep dreams. You go up towards Mars. then 2 turns right. Through the stars till you're out of sight. Past the clouds through a moonlit dream, where the Milky Way turns into a starlit stream. Then fly sky high around the moon, through the clouds, and you'll be there soon. Then in the mist of the morning light, where the rainbow ends, where the world is bright, you'll see there never was another land like never,
When Bob and I finished I Want to Be Like You, the song that we had written for Jungle Book, we were trying to find the right person to play this ape, and we realized he was the king of the swingers, a swinging ape, and so we decided the greatest possible casting would be Louis Prima. He was the king of the nightclubs in Las Vegas. He was just a tremendously big star, and he had this wonderful band called Sam Butera and the Witnesses. So we decided we'll go down there and play it for him. So Walt Disney sent us, and we went and we played it for him. And the fellas were sitting there listening to us like they were university professors, and I was this madman at the piano singing this crazy song. And when I was all through, Louis Prima looked at me and said, "Are you trying to make a monkey out of me?" And he said, "No, you're the ape. These guys are the monkeys." And they all burst out laughing because they really realized that they wanted to do it very much. And it went something like this. Now I'm the king of the swingers, oh, the jungle VIP. I reached the top and had to stop, and that's what's bothering me. Now I wanna be a man cub and stroll right into town and be just like the other men. I'm tired of monkeying round. Say, ooh, 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 I wanna be like you, ooh, ooh. I wanna walk like you, talk like you, too. You'll see it's true, ooh, ooh. An ape like me can learn to be human too. I'll ape your mannerisms, we'll be a set of twins. No one will know where man cub ends and orangutan begins. When I eat bananas, I won't peel them with my feet, 'cause I'll become a man cub, get some etiquette. Say, ooh, 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 I wanna be like you, ooh, ooh. I wanna walk like you, talk like you, too. You'll see it's true, ooh, ooh, shoo-ba-dee-doo. An ape like me, scuba-doo-ba-dee-dee, can learn to be human too. I wanna be like you. What are you guys doing here?
We're here for the piano, Mr. Sherman.
Well, your piano. Wait a second. I'm performing here. I'm doing a medley of songs from Jungle Book, and this is not very nice of you. Can't you guys be friends?
It's okay. We're your friends.
You are my friends.
We're your friends. We're your friends. We're your friends to the bitter end. The bitter end. To the end. When you're alone. When you're alone. Who comes around to pluck you up? To pluck you up when you are down. When you are down. Who's always eager to extend a friendly claw. That's what friends are for. And when you're lost and tired and need, who's at your side with lightning speed? We're friends with every creature coming down the pike. In fact, we never met an animal we didn't like. Didn't like. So you can see. So you can see. We're friends indeed. We're friends in need. And friends indeed. And friends indeed. Our friends indeed. Our friends indeed. We'll keep you safe in the jungle forevermore. That's what friends are for.
Oh, that was wonderful, guys. What a lucky break for me that you guys are here. I mean, that's wonderful because, you know, you make me feel so like a happiest millionaire. You know?
Well, now, ain't this an elegant neighborhood? Residents dress so fine. One day off the boat am I with a job that's nearly mine. 'Tis a job with an elegant millionaire and an elegant family. Today I move from immigrant to high society.
Now, you might call that luck, and you may call it fortune.
But
We call it fortuosity. That's me by word. Fortuosity, me twinkle in the eye word. Sometimes castles fall to the ground, but that's where four-leaf clovers are found. Fortuosity, lucky chances, fortuitous little happy happenstances. I don't worry, 'cause everywhere I see, and every bit of life is lit by fortuosity. We call it fortuosity, that's me own word. Fortuosity, me never feel alone. Word round a corner, under a tree. Good fortune's waiting, just wait and see. Fortuosity, lucky chances, fortuitous little happy happenstances. I keep smiling, 'cause my philosophy is do your best and leave the rest to fortuosity. Do your best, leave the rest to fortuosity.
Well, that was just wonderful, guys. I'll tell you something. I have to find the music for this next number I'm going to do. We're doing some songs from Charlotte's Web. So listen, while I go, please don't take the piano.
all right, we'll wait till you get back.
If you insist.
All right.
Charlotte's Web.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that movie. Isn't there a song about a pig in there?
Yeah.
Why don't we try it?
He's some pig, some pig, some terrific, radiant, humble pig. He is some pig. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, wow, look at him now, Zuckerman's famous pig. Suey, we see, greatest hog in history. He's a fine swine, wish he was mine. What if he's not so big? He is some terrific, radiant, humble thing, a magic of a fine phenomenon. My land, isn't he grand? Zuckerman's famous pig. Golly, we gotta agree, he's a real celebrity. He's a fine swine, wish he was mine. What if he's not so big? He is some terrific, radiant, humble thing, a magic of a pig. The terrific, radiant, humble Zuckerman. Zuckerman's famous pig. He's the thingamajig of a pig. Zuckerman's pig.
Once a lonely caterpillar sat and cried to a sympathetic beetle by his side. I've got nobody to hug, I'm such an ugly bug. Then a spider and a dragonfly replied, if you're serious and want to win a bride, come along with us to the glorious annual Ugly Bug Ball. Come on, let's crawl, got to crawl to the Ugly Bug Ball, to the ball, and a happy time we'll have there, one and all. Then our caterpillar saw a pretty queen. She was beautiful in yellow, black, and green. He said, would you care to dance? That dancing led to romance. Then she sat upon his caterpillar knees, and he gave his caterpillar queen a squeeze. Soon they'll honeymoon, build a big cocoon, thanks to the ugly bug ball. Come on, let's crawl, got to crawl to the ugly bug ball, to the ball, and a happy time we'll have there. One and all at the annual ugly bug ball. That was an ugly bug ball from Summer Magic, a picture that starred Haley Mills and Burl Ives, who sang that song. I was always fond of it. The next song I'm going to sing is a song that was the title song for the Aristocats, but I was asked to sing it for the person they wanted to use as the singer, and that was the great star of French films. You might know him from Gigi, Maurice Chevalier. One of his great songs was "I'm Glad I'm Not Young Anymore," and he was asked to do this little song as the title song of Aristocats, and our director, Wooly Reitherman, asked me to sing it as if Chevalier were singing it. And of course, I had to say yes, he was the boss. So it sounded a bit like this. Which pet's address is the finest in Paris? Which pets possess the finest pedigree? To which pets do the others tip their hats? Naturally, the Aristocats. Which pets are known to never show their claws? Which pets are prone to hardly any flaws? To which pets do the others tip their hats? Naturally, the Aristocats. Well, I sang the whole song like that, and we sent it off to Chevalier. He came out of retirement and sang it. And we were thrilled with it. I met him in Paris about 3 months after he had sung the song, and he was very gracious. And I said to him, I was so thrilled. Everybody at the studio loved what you did. But, Maurice, I want to apologize for that phony French accent, that silly French accent I put on it. I was asked to do it. I really didn't want to. He looked me right in the eye and said, "Accent? I heard no accent." That's a true story. We had to write a special word to really rhyme with uncategorical. We had phantasmagorical. It was a very interesting thing because we were writing about a car that was an extraordinary car. It's called Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. And that inspired us because a car made a sound, and it was chicka chicka po po, chicka chicka po po. And so we wrote this song about it. Chitty bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang, chitty bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang, chitty bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang. Oh, you pretty chitty bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang, we love you. And in chitty chitty bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang, what we'll do? High, low, anywhere we go on chitty chitty we depend. Bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang, our fine four-fendered friend. Bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang, our fine four-fendered friend. You're uncategorical, a fuel-burning oracle, a phantasmagorical machine. You're more than spectacular, to use the vernacular. You're wizard, you're smashing, you're keen. Oh, chitty, you chitty, pretty chitty bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang, we love you. And chitty in chitty, pretty chitty bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang, what we'll do? High chitty, low chitty, anywhere we go, on chitty chitty we depend. Bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang, our fine four-fendered friend. Bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang, our fine four-fendered. Chitty chitty bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang, fine four-fendered, chitty chitty friend. Do you happen to know a song from Chitty Chitty Bang Bang that Dick Van Dyke sang called this lullaby song?
Hushabye Mountain.
Yeah, that's right. Do you remember it?
I do.
Oh my goodness. Well, this is serendipity. Let's do this one.
A gentle breeze from Hushabye Mountain softly blows o'er Lullaby Bay. It fills the sails of boats that are waiting to sail. Your worries days away. It isn't far to Hushabye Mountain, and your boat waits down by the quay. The winds of night so softly are sighing, soon they will fly your troubles to sea. So close your eyes on Hushabye Mountain, wave goodbye to cares of the day, and watch your boat from Hushabye Mountain sail far away to Lullaby Bay.
My dear friend Milt Larson and I have been friends for 100 years, really a long time, and we both share a great love for old records and things like that. He's a great collector of records, and so one day he played a record, and it was a song of my father's that was written in 1927, commemorating the great flight that Lindbergh took across the ocean, the first solo across the ocean. And my dad and his partner at that time wrote a commemorative song for him. And they brought it to this publisher while Lindy was still in the air flying. And the publisher said, I won't publish this unless you land safely, because this would be terrible, you know. So they waited till it was announced that Lindbergh had landed and everything was great. And my father's song, Lindbergh, Eagle of the USA, became a smash hit. It was very exciting. And when I said smash hit to Milt, he listened for it, and he said, you know, if Lindy had gone into the drink, it would have been a smash flop. And he both started to laugh. We said, that's true. So he wrote a series of songs called Smash Flops. And now they're cult favorites. And here are a couple of the songs from Smash Flops. There'll be a hot, hot time in Lakehurst, New Jersey, when the Hindenburg lands today. Oh, the band is gonna play, and we'll all hip hip hooray when the Hindenburg lands today. All the way from Germany you floated to us, and we know that your motto is New Jersey or bust. We'll have a hot, hot time in Lakehurst, New Jersey, when the Hindenburg lands today. Bon voyage to you, new Titanic. You're the greatest ship on the sea. Bon voyage to you, new Titanic. Say hello to the Statue of Liberty. To wish you a safe crossing is unthinkable. We know at what you're costing, you're unsinkable. So bon voyage to you, new Titanic. You're the greatest ship on the blue. Bon voyage to you, new Titanic. I'm so lucky to be sailing with you. When the spruce goose takes the sky, proving lumber yards can fly, it will bend, it will swoop, and go looping the loop, making history way up high. On its mighty maiden flight, we'll forget those brothers right. Oh, it's gonna mean more to us than the spirit of St. Louis when the spruce goose takes the sky. And as you climb away to new heights, all you've got to fear is termites when the spruce goose takes the sky. Smash Flops. This next song was introduced beautifully by Angela Lansbury in Walt Disney's Bedknobs and Broomsticks. When you rush around in hopeless circles, searching everywhere for something true, you're at the age of not believing, when all the make-believe is through. When you set aside your childhood heroes and your dreams are lost upon a shelf. You're at the age of not believing, and most of all you doubt yourself. You're a castaway where no one hears you, on a barren isle in a lonely sea. Where did all the happy endings go? Where can all the good times be? You must face the age of not believing, doubting everything you ever knew, until at last you start believing there's something wonderful, truly wonderful in you. There's a film Bob and I did. We did our first screenplay and the score, of course, for a film called Tom Sawyer, based on Mark Twain's classic book. And we read somewhere in the end of the stories, Mark Twain said, I never can write any more about Tom Sawyer because he's now a young man. And that was the open door for us. We said, that's what the story's all about. And it struck me and it struck Bob at the same time when we were writing River Song, that we were writing it for our boys. And I came home that night and I said to Greg, my son, and Bob said the very same thing to Jeff, his son. He said, I wrote a song just for you. And this is it. River runs warm in the summer sun. River runs cold when the summer's done. But a boy's just a dreamer by the riverside, 'cause the water's too fast and the water's too wide. Then the world turns around and the boy grows tall. He hears the song of the river call. The river song sings, travel on, travel on. You blink away a tear and the boy is gone. Oh, a river's gonna flow across the land, across the land. Oh, a river's gonna flow to the sea. And a boy is gonna grow to a man, to a man. Only once in his life is he free. Only one golden time in his life is he free. This first one was the first audio animatronic song ever done. Audio animatronics was brand new. Nobody could believe that flowers could sing and birds could actually articulate and say words and everything. And this song introduced everybody in the enchanted tiki room. Welcome to our tropical hideaway, you lucky people, you. If we weren't in the show starting right away, we'd be in the audience too. Everybody in the tiki, 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 tiki room. In the tiki, 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 tiki room. All the birds sing words and the flowers croon. In the tiki, 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 tiki room. And another song we wrote for the park was actually inspired by Walt. We had this meeting about the carousel of progress, and he was so excited about telling us about it that we wrote this song. There's a great big beautiful tomorrow shining at the end of every day. There's a great big beautiful tomorrow, and tomorrow's just a dream away. Man has a dream, and that's the start. He follows his dream with mind and heart, and when it becomes a reality, it's a dream come true for you and me. So there's a great big beautiful tomorrow shining at the end of every day. There's There's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow, just a dream away. And this is a song that the Imagineers at Disneyland, the Imagineers are the people who create the rides, those wonderful, spectacular experiences, and they love this one because it's all about them. It's about the imagination. One little spark of inspiration is at the heart of all creation, right at the start of everything that's new. One little spark lights up for you. Imagination, imagination. A dream can be a dream come true with just that spark from me and you. In life, sometimes things just happen out of the blue. Something terrible happens. You lose someone, or a plan falls apart, and you're just devastated by it. I remember when Bob and I were working on Snoopy Come Home, a little picture where Charlie Brown's dog, Snoopy, disappears all of a sudden. Poor Charlie Brown is devastated, and we had a chance to write a song about that feeling. I remember we got the feeling because we remembered how we felt when Walt Disney, our great mentor who was behind so much of our lives, all of a sudden up and died on us, and we were lost, and it felt terrible. Just when you think that you know where you stand, you hold the world in your hand. Just when you're sure of a dream that you planned, that's when the scenery changes. It changes. Just when you think that you know all the facts, you hold a whole ball of wax. You've got it made. You can start to relax. That's when your world rearranges. It changes. Someone that you really cared about, someone that you couldn't live without, severs the ties. All at once you're all alone and scared. All the happy hellos that you shared change to goodbyes. Why must we pay for hellos that we say? Pay when we sigh an adieu. Just when you're sure and you're safe and secure, that's when it happens to you. It changes. Why? Oh, why? This is a song I wrote for Elizabeth many, many years ago, soon after we were married, and it holds even truer to this day. Since we met, I've tasted paradise. I found it in your eyes. Ever since we met, my love. And since we met, your kiss is all I crave. My heart has been your slave. Ever since we met, my love. Never before and never again could I feel what I feel for you. You are my one, my only love, my wildest dream come come true. So take my arms, take my lips, and take my heart as well. I've been within your spell since we met, my love. Mary Poppins was our great opportunity. It gave us a chance to show off our talents in writing story, telling story with our songs. And of course, unbelievably, it won 2 Academy Awards for the best score, with the song score, and it won for the best song, Chim Chim Cheree. And it was the opportunity of a lifetime. We had a dream cast. We had Julie Andrews and Dick Van Dyke at the top of their form. And Walt Disney gave us this unbelievable opportunity. And here are some of the songs you might remember. There is an element of fun. You find the fun and snap, the job's a game. And every task you undertake becomes a piece of cake, a lark, a spree. It's very clear to see that a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down, the medicine go down, medicine go down. Just a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down in the most delightful way. Oh, it's a jolly holiday with Mary. Mary makes your heart so light. When the day is gray and ordinary, Mary makes the sun shine bright. Oh, happiness is blooming all around her. The daffodils are smiling at the dove. When Mary holds your hand, you feel so grand. Your heart starts beating like a big brass band. Kick your knees up, step in time. Kick your knees up, step in time. You never need a reason, never need a rhyme. Kick your knees up, step in time. Round the chimney, step in time. Round the chimney, step in time. You never need a reason, never need a rhyme. When you step in time, you step in time. Chim chimney, chim chimney, chim chim cheree. A sweep is as lucky can be. Chim chimney, chim chimney, chim chim cheroo. Good luck will rub off when I shake hands with you, or blow me a kiss, and that's lucky too. Now as the ladder of life has been strung, you may think a sweep's on the bottommost rung. Though I spends me time in the ashes and smoke, in this whole wide world there's no happier bloke. Up where the smoke is all billowed and curled, between pavement and stars, that's the chimney sweep's world. When there's hardly no day and hardly no night, there's things having shadows and halfway in light. On the rooftops of London, coo, what a sight. Chim chimney, chim chimney, chim chim cheree. When you're with a sweep, you're in glad company. Nowhere is there a more happier crew than them what sings chim chim cheree, chim cheroo. Chim chimney, chim chim cheree, chim cha. Rum diddle 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 dum diddle I, diddle diddle dum. Because I was afraid to speak when I was just a lad. Me father gave me nose a tweak and told me I was bad. But then one day I learned the word, save me aching nose, the biggest word you ever heard, and this is how it goes. It's supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious. If you say it loud enough, you'll always sound precocious. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Diddle 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 I, diddle 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 So when the cat has got your tongue, there's no need for dismay. Just summon up this word and then you've got a lot to say. But better use it carefully, or it can change your life. One night I said it to me girl, and now me girl's me wife. She's supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Don't you Sally expiistic fragicalirupus. That's backwards. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Ashley, I'm really glad you're here because you created Mary Poppins on Broadway, and everybody loved you in it for so long. It was a wonderful experience for all of us. But I never told you, I don't think, the true story about behind Feed the Birds. It was Walt's favorite song for a lot of reasons. First of all, it told the story of Mary Poppins. It didn't take much to give love. The father had to give love. Tuppence is just two little pennies. It means nothing. And we weren't trying to sell breadcrumbs with this song. We were trying to sell love and kindness. It doesn't take much to give it, but you've got to do that. And you sing it so beautifully, so
Thank you.
I'm so thrilled you're here.
Early each day to the steps of St. Paul's, the little old bird woman comes in her own special way to the people she calls. Come, buy my bags full of crumbs. Come feed the little birds, show them you care, and you'll be glad if you do. Their young ones are hungry, their nests are so bare. All it takes is tuppence from you. Feed the birds, tuppence a bag, tuppence, tuppence, tuppence a bag. Feed the birds, that's what she cries, while overhead her birds fill the skies. All around the cathedral, the saints and apostles look down as she sells her wares. Although you can't see them, you know they are smiling each time someone shows that he cares. Though her words are simple and few, listen, listen, she's calling to you. Feed the birds, tuppence a bag, tuppence, tuppence, tuppence a bag. Yay.
Richard, I was so honored, and I'm still honored, that you chose me to sing your newest composition, A Kiss Goodnight. And I know you wrote it for the 60th anniversary of Disneyland, and it's just, I know it's playing every night, and it's just a dream come true for me.
It's a very special song, and it was inspired by a very special story. When Walt Disney was a little boy, he didn't have any money. He was very, very poor. They lived in Kansas City, Missouri, and the only thing he actually really loved having was when 4th of July came along. He could see a free fireworks show. Anywhere he went, there were fireworks in the air, and he loved that. And as he was completing Disneyland 50 years later, he said, you know, every night when the folks leave, I want to give them a 4th of July. I want to give them a special event. And so he created this tradition that's gone for 60 years now, where you heard music and fireworks was going, exploding in the air, and he called it A Kiss Goodnight. It was all Walt's way of saying, thank you for coming and come again, you know. It was just a very nice gesture on Walt's part. And you sing it so beautifully. So we have the playback all set to go, and it's all yours. Take it away and give it for the folks.
I will. Thank you, Richard.
God bless.
To the land of imagination, there's a wondrous magical door. No one knows where the door is hidden, yet we've all been there before. For within every heart lies a secret that reveals a mystery. And the secret is this: just a gentle kiss is the key. A kiss goodnight is the doorway to dreamland. A kiss goodnight is where memories begin. Just close your eyes and you'll see where your fantasies dwell. To your surprise, what a fabulous tale they tell. A kiss goodnight is the start of a journey too deep in your heart, where your memories shine. Oh, the joy and the wonder you feel on your magical flight begins with a kiss goodnight. A kiss goodnight is the doorway to dreamland. A kiss goodnight is where memories begin. Just close your eyes and you'll see where your fantasies dwell. To your surprise, what a fabulous tale they tell. A kiss goodnight is the start of a journey too deep in your heart, where your memories shine. Oh, the joy and the wonder you feel on your magical flight begins with a kiss goodnight. It begins with a kiss
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you so very much for your beautiful, beautiful contribution to this show. I really mean it. I love it. And in honor of that, I want to play the song, and I want you to sing it, that my brother Bob and I wrote that people either want to kiss us or kill us for having written. But you know it, so I'm just going to start with a few notes of introduction and pipe in. It's a world of laughter, a world of tears. It's a world of hopes and a world of fears. There's so much that we share that it's time we're aware. It's a small world after all. 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 It's a small, small
you.